Every year, 1.5 million students in India sit for JEE. In China, 13 million face the Gaokao. Only a few thousand become toppers. Everyone assumes they're smarter, that they study harder, that they have better resources, but psychology says something completely different. A meta-analysis found that conscientiousness, your ability to show up day after day, even when you don't feel like it, is almost as powerful as raw intelligence for predicting academic success. Intelligence matters, but it's not the full story. In this video, I'm going to show you the psychology of toppers, the hidden mindset, the emotional regulation, the identity shift, and the dark side no one talks about. Before we get into the psychology, let me tell you what the data actually says. In China, the Gaokao is called the most important exam in the world. A study published in Springer found that 81% of Chinese students worry a lot about exams. 73% have been physically punished by parents for low scores. Over 76% are in a bad mood due to academic stress, and over 9% report feeling desperate. This is not just an exam. This is psychological warfare. And the toppers, they're not just surviving it, they're thriving in it, but not because they're geniuses, because they've developed something far more dangerous, the ability to detach. The first hidden trait, emotional detachment. Toppers don't feel less pressure than everyone else. They feel it differently. Research on JEE toppers found that they practice emotional resilience and self-awareness. They don't let fear compromise their judgment. They recognize their emotional triggers and respond with awareness rather than reaction. When a topper scores poorly on a mock test, they don't panic. They break down their mistakes. They analyze patterns. They treat failure as data, not destiny. This is not natural talent. This is trained emotional regulation. A psychologist from Times Higher Education put it perfectly. Low emotional regulation is one of the biggest brakes on IQ success. You can be brilliant, but if you can't handle pressure, you will crumble. And most students crumble not because they don't know the material, but because their anxiety makes them forget everything they know. The second hidden trait, identity fusion. Here's what separates toppers from everyone else. Average students study for an exam. Toppers become the exam. Their identity fuses with their goal. A JEE topper doesn't say, "I want to get into IIT." They say, "I am an AITian. I just haven't taken the exam yet." This sounds like motivational fluff, but it's backed by psychology. When your identity merges with your goal, discipline stops being effort and starts being self-expression. You don't force yourself to study. You study because that's who you are. The problem? This fusion comes at a cost. A study of Gaokao students found that the intense competition leads to jealousy, distrust, and hostility among peers. Close friends become rivals. One student reported that a friend with a similar rank would secretly watch her answers during exercises. Another said, "I don't think I trust anybody completely. Trusting another person is very difficult." When your entire identity is built on beating others, connection becomes a liability, and loneliness becomes the price of winning. The third hidden trait, strategic delusion. Toppers are not more realistic than everyone else. They're less. They maintain a level of self-belief that borders on irrational. When they fail, they don't question their ability. They question their strategy. When they fall behind, they don't think, "I'm not good enough." They think, "I need a better plan." This is not arrogance. It's protective optimism, and research backs it up. A study of highly effective students found that those who succeed maintain positive thinking, avoid catastrophic thinking, and believe in their ability to improve. But here's the dark side. This same delusion makes toppers terrible at knowing when to quit. They push through burnout. They ignore warning signs. They sacrifice sleep, health, and relationships for a goal that may not even make them happy. The same mindset that wins exams can destroy lives. Now here's the deep dive that changes everything. A meta-analysis from Science Direct found that conscientiousness, your ability to be organized, dependable, and self-disciplined, has a correlation of 0.22 with academic performance. Intelligence, only 0.25. That means your ability to show up consistently is almost as important as your raw brain power. And here's what makes this terrifying. Conscientiousness is not fixed, it's trained, through repetition, through habit, through the slow, boring, unsexy act of doing the work when nobody is watching. The toppers you admire, they weren't born with superhuman discipline. They built it, one day at a time, one page at a time, one mock test at a time. And the students who fail, most of them don't fail because they're stupid. They fail because they can't tolerate boredom. They can't sit with discomfort. They can't delay gratification. The ability to do hard things when you don't feel like it, that's the real superpower. And it's available to anyone willing to pay the price. But here's the twist that nobody tells you. The toppers who win, many of them are miserable. A study of JEE toppers found that they often neglect their physical and mental health. They sacrifice sleep, exercise, and social connection for their goal. And when they finally achieve it, when they get into IIT, when they clear NEET, when they ace the Gaokao, many feel empty. Because the goal was never about the degree. It was about proving something to their parents, to their peers, to themselves. And once the exam is over, the proof is gone. The identity collapses. The purpose disappears. This is why so many toppers struggle after their success. They've spent years becoming the exam. And when the exam ends, they don't know who they are anymore. So what should you actually learn from toppers? Not their study schedule, not their resources, not their hacks. Learn their discipline, learn their emotional regulation, learn their ability to break down failure and rebuild. But don't learn their identity fusion. Don't make the exam your entire self. Don't sacrifice your health, your relationships, your humanity for a rank. The Stoics understood this. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." The exam is an outside event. Your effort is in your control. Your preparation is in your control. The result, never fully, so focus on what you control. Show up consistently. Regulate your emotions. Treat failure as feedback. And remember, the exam is something you do. It's not who you are. Comment below. Are you preparing for a big exam right now? JEE, NEET, Gaokao, something else? Tell me which mindset shift hit you hardest. If this video helped you see exams differently, hit that like button. Subscribe to Mind Connect and turn on notifications. I make videos that make you think deeper, get smarter, and actually understand yourself. Share this with someone who needs to hear it before their next exam. Because the most important thing you'll ever learn is how to win without losing yourself.